is why I kind of rate him very highly. Because usually people forget that you need to play Baxia like that. But yeah, but moving on, let's go to the second game.
Yay!
Dangerous
Grass. It's time for a Baxia rolling to the grass. Might be the case, but
It's banned out. It's banned out.
it's banned out. They respect the Baxia. Through the Baxia, Yoinot says. So now Navi, they will take that off. That means it opens up picks. Either you take out Freya,
Yep.
Chusin, or Sora.
Yep, I think it's gonna be trade between those three heroes.
Yeah.
But you know, when Baxia ban, usually, you know who come up? Red Ring.
Yeah.
So if DEWA is looking to play like the tanky junglers, you know, utility junglers, they don't wanna match against Andorio with the assassin jungler. It makes sense, and they ban out Gwyn also. You know, Flex pick, Dolin was pretty good, and Mueza was also very good. And I think that Gwyn pick, that Navi did was also like a deny pick for DEWA because they're looking good with the Gwyn, and they ban out the Pove. I mean, back at it again, Pove for DEWA is a very good ban. It shuts down Arlet, shuts down the Sora, and it's for sure Ukir's favorite hero, Jukshin, getting first pick. But the Freya is open.
The Freya, and technically, with the dangerous grass open, I think it opens possibilities for Hilda pick.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, with the rotations, with the passive as well.
Jungle pressure.
Jungler pressure, you know, just screening your jungler that allows your team to have more vision. Will we see Hilda here?
Especially the tendency of, you know, Navi playing the assassin jungler, so but the Freya Fallen sets up for the Sora pick again, or maybe the Valentina will still be in the XP lane. We never know with DEWA. With Coach Wright drafting, we never know where this Fallen will go, or even the Freya. Because we see Aran with the Freya last week, so it can be from him, but seeing Mavis playing Freya last week, he kind of schooled Clive with the Freya, always rotating first, joining in the first. I really like that kind of Freya, you know, very, very involved in the game, not only farming. So for Navi right now, we're just gonna go for the Leomord and the carry, maybe, to match up against the Freya.
Yeah, I think the carry here. What about an Esmeralda?
Ooh.
They want to go for Esmeralda here, and then possibly for DEWA, they flex the Freya, and then they pick the carry in the gold lane.
Yeah.
A lot of things that can happen. But if they pick an Esmeralda here, it'll be very interesting, because we saw that being a problem too.
Or just the Google Khalid,
The Khalid for securing that mid prio.
Mid-prio, yeah.
With the Houston.
So for Coach Wright, what do you want to pick here? I think a Fredrin kind of works here, but if you wanna go a little bit spicy, you wanna go with two fighters, a Suyo or a Harley would work here, or even the Yi Sanxian, but I don't think Yi Sanxian is that popular now in the jungling, especially with the Khalid and the Zuxin. It's very hard for you.
It's gonna be tough, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be So I think they're gonna save Kin.
Glue.
Yes, it's gonna be Glue facts. But I think at this rate, if DEWA is playing Glue, it's gonna be Mueza for sure.
It's gonna be Mueza. We saw Leonie as well last week.
Yep.
Win the Rookie of the Week with that glue.
With the glue. Even building full damage.
Was it him full damage or Afro?
Him.
It was
Leon,
him.
Leon, he was full damage.
So he went glowing wand, and then other magic items. I forgot what it was. It was completely disgusting to see him.
Just one, if I remember right.
Yeah, completely obliterate. Yeah, good ban there.
Yep, DEWA banning out the carry.
With the carry. But again, yeah, the possibility of an Esmeralda is still there, but they just need range. I mean, with the Juicing, you have range. With the Lantern Flare, Harley ban out. But talk to me about this Harley ban then.
Because Harley is a very good pick against the Leomord, especially against the Zuxin and the Harley. Because Harley right now, you play it as a poke. You know, if your that late magic is off cooldown, you just want to be trigger happy, throwing it out. You know, shredding magic resist of the enemy, just try to poke and kill because it's a very short cooldown now. So, but I can understand why Esmeralda would work in Navi, but DEWA has the R5. So I think the Freya is going to be flexed until the last pick for sure.
Yeah.
So picking Esmeralda it's a good lane against the Freya, but we never know where's the Freya. If DEWA picks the XP lane in R4, maybe they can pick out the Esmeralda.
Definitely can be a double-edged sword, right? If they pick Esmeralda a little bit too early, that's going to be the last ban here coming through. That's going to be another gold laner here. So denying, you know, limiting the hero pool of Chive, who did not had a good game one, who's trying to recover. You can see the man on your screen right here.
Especially, I mean, I can say Carry and Harriet is a very good matchup against the Freya because it can kind of kite it up the Freya out, you know, with a lot of dashes. So why not, Coach? Why not? Do you want to ban out another jungler? A Fredrin maybe? If you know what. Yep.
Yeah, take out the Fredrin. Very strong and dominant jungler as well. When you want control, when you want Prio on the objective. Taken out. And now, last two picks. The mid lane, still undecided. I mean, the Sora's still available. They
Yep,
could pick
Sora's
that up
available.
if they want to.
I
For now,
I think
feels like a bit tricky for DEWA.
Yes, Suyo, for sure. I was gonna try to say they was gonna pick the jungler R4, just gonna flex either the Freya or the Valentina. You know, it still works for both because they just play the Valentina XP last game. So Suyo is a very good pick. A bit kind of pokeable against Zuxin and Khalid. I mean, we've seen it before. The first game, Onyx versus Suyo, May Kids wasn't having a good time against the Zuxin and Khalid. But Navi, what do you want to close it out with the drafts? I think Ishanshin Golden could work against a Freya. I mean, it's the best, second best, third best option, I might say, against the Freya. But if they want to go crazy with the Esmeralda, they can go also with that.
Yep, they go Esmeralda with the Benedetta.
Oh, Scars Benedetta.
Hold on, hold on.
Hold on now.
Hold on now. Let's see for DEWA, what will they pick here? This could be a gold lane and then the Esme goes XP, right?
I think if you want to play Valentina mid with the glue also it can work. And I don't hate Arlott here, to be honest. With the glue.
Arlott and glue, it's very easy to proc faster.
Yeah, because Esmeralda is gonna be facing Freya no matter what. I think they're just gonna put where Freya goes, the Esme goes there too. Arlott is not good. It's not a bad shout. Sora, I think it's kind of hard, but if Kin wants it, maybe. Oh, you're just gonna play Valentina XP again for sure.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on.
Kin Valentina, second round, baby.
Hey, I'm here. I want to see his Arlott.
Yeah.
But what Coach White gives me is just a Valentina, so that is what it is then. But talk to me quickly about this Benedetta pick.
I think this Benedetta pick just, you know, trying to equals out the long lane because now DEWA has Freya, right?
Yep.
So they just want to find somebody they can hold on the long lane very safely, just clear it out and rotate faster too. For this set, I'm going more into Navi because they have the good lane matchups. Even the counter index also saying, the lineup rate also saying it's favored towards Navi. So yeah.
Well, let's see. The draft is brewing to be something spicy. But let's see the game now. It is game number 2 of DEWA United against Navi.
Will we see a game 3 today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see if Navi, with this lineup again, right? Esme and Benedetta debut in Season 17. Will they be able to pull it off and take us to game 3?
I mean, if you watch MPL PH, Stanford just did a very Benedetta masterclass, you know, how to play Benedetta. But here, mid lane poke, Navi for sure is gonna win it. Zuxin Khalid, so strong. For the X lane, at least we're gonna see more active, you know, cars against Kin. It's more, because it's Benedetta against the Valentina, no more Uranus. And in the gold lane, it's favoring Shife for sure. And this emblem by Bayou, everything's normal, you know, nothing's crazy. Still the fighter emblem for the Freya, common emblem Kin with the still same emblem, Cars with the fighter emblem and also little ignition, so more damage, more poke. So yeah, it's gonna be a very explosive fight.
Yeah. And the Slunox pick is to shred the Esmeralda down. But again, you need something to win out the mid prio. Oh, Mueza.
Yeah, still holding on towards that flicker. Great calculation there, and Noryu's not level 4 just yet.
Yep. Small Patrick all around. And now maybe I think we'll have a hard time against Ive.
Yeah.
He's gonna struggle a bit. Especially now that DEWA did not really flex the Freya to the XP.
Ando took the green cap because Dolan was not level 4.
Yeah. Got a steal right there.
Now a bit tricky because Turtle is coming up and Olin is not level 4 just yet. Not even a minion slain. And Andori waiting in the wings. He has the Phantom Steed. The ultimate is ready. Lift off.
Yeah, that's Mueza though targeted. That's gonna be a flicker. already triggered by Navi before the turtle. That's going to be a green light. That's a knock-up, should be. Almost there. Oh, take a look at the bottom side of the map here. Kin pops the Phantom Seed himself on the turtle. Kin doing insane work, but Andorio still clutch with the retribution. Now they want the collapse. That's a big petrified by cars. Afro finds the first blood as Andorio will still fall. Now that's going to be DEWA trying to find the trade, but that's about it. 1 for 1. But Navi, they got the turtle.
That was Kin solo holding 3 players by himself. But no attack speed. So that means his attack, his auto attack swings very slow.
But what was Kingston? First game, I want to be Cho. Second game, I want to be Leomord. Like, I think Kins will be taking the Phantom Seed every team fight, especially with the tank build. I think he will be a nuisance. He will be just annoying everyone on Navi side with the Phantom Seed. A very, very tanky Barbiel and Leomord as a Palatina tank. But yeah, I think that's a very, very good rotation for both teams. Both is a 5v5 fight, you know. Early in the first turtle. Oh, wow.
Oh,
whoa!
Kin just styling with the Benedetta out there. Electro final blow pops to 1v1, forcing the real Benedetta to recall. Mueza though caught, knocked up, but seems like Andorio wasn't able to find the connection to take him down there.
Oh, that's a fair and square. Uh-oh. Talon is gonna be fine. Take a look at the heart rate by Infinix. Heart rate 101 for maybe. And Kin is just chilling. Kin is super chill. He's 85.
He is ice cold.
Oh, 144 for Dolan?
That's a high heart rate.
Yo.
That's zone 2 for me. That's zone 2, baby.
Zone 2 when you're running around? My oh my. This is actually very nice. This is a nice addition.
It's a very nice addition.
Thank you, Infinix. Thank you, MPL. Thank you, Moonton, for this. Now we know who is ice cold and who runs with the heat behind their back. But yeah, that was a very beautiful 1v1 down bottom. Samurai against Samurai. It's gonna be a very honorable battle. And now, Navi, they have the lead, 1.1k gold. Heptacy is completed for cars. What else will they look for?
I think they're still gonna look for a 5v5 team fight, especially with cars or with the Benedetta. Very, very mobile hero. I think it's gonna be a very explosive fight on the turtle. On the turtle, we're gonna be seeing a lot of 5v5 fights here.
That's rotation though. That's Octa isolated. Forced to use that Order of Brilliance. So that's info. Now on the turtle we go as DEWA United still struggling with 4 members. Octa is still in the mid lane. Mueza taking a beating. Take a look at Kin in the back steed from him. That's going to be a reposition. But that's Andorio. Clutch with the turtle. Down goes maybe and they found an angle. Kin, Mueza stuck, but there goes the damage on towards Mueza. Andorio now mounted. Almost pulled back, but that's great positioning by Andorio now. Mueza isolated in front
Run,
of
Patrick!
time. But that's going to be Navi again, finding the neutral objective and taking another kill down. Mueza though, still tanky enough with
Patrick!
this glue. Finally he goes down in the hands of Book here. But man, I like this. We really might see a game 3.
Oh, is mayonnaise an instrument? SpongeBob! He was running around
He really was.
into the back. Well, that's a tanky glue. So that's a positive point. But for DEWA, if it comes to the late game mode, they still have a chance?
Yeah, they still have a chance. Of course, with the Lunox spreading the front line, you know. Oh, wait, Kin. Just gonna escape, you know.
Good
Yeah.
Styling around with the Alakna. But let's take a look back on that turtle fight because I think it was a very, very good. You know, Kin was trying to find out the Leomord. He wanted to try to steal the Phantom Steed, but Ando doesn't give it to him. So that's why Kin needs to double dash to the front to get to the Leomord and maybe needs to overcome it during that turtle fight. So it's a very beautiful to watch and a very good Alakna.
Oh, great composure again. Kin just flickers out of danger. That was a 2v1 attempt in the bottom side. Now take a look at the top. It's a 3v1. Shiva sniffing that, you know what? This is a little bit too much, so letting go of the structure might be the right call.
At least DEWA know they can't dive to Esmeralda without the Lunox.
Yep.
They need the Lunox shred to come in handy to kill down Sive. Now, counting in.
Yeah, that's going to be the mount on towards Andorio. DEWA finds a collapse, finds Andorio! That's going to be the fight that they need! Now DEWA looking for other members as Navi will not be able to contest the last turtle.
What happened there? One swing and it's all done.
This is why I said DEWA is so beautiful. Their fundamentals, they're playing with a number advantage. They can skip up the wave on the bottom lane to join the fight, and then Cars wasn't rotating, right? So it's a 5v4 for DEWA, and they just commit and collapse. A very good fight for DEWA.
Oh, beautiful take from DEWA, forcing in. And they know they need to do that, because if they can't, the gold lead will just even fluctuate further for NAVI. And now, it's down 200 after it was 1.2k, 1.6k gold. Wow, insanity. And after the team fight, you can see the heart rate going up again. And for Moeza, it's all chill. 65, all good in the hood.
They practically equalized. Now they want to focus them. This chip they're focused on towards the bottom side. Maybe misses. Cars by under the turret. Can he find the outplay? Cars finally taken down. But that's going to be Kin popping the steed. What will this guy do? It's a 1v1 so far, but Afro now joins the fight. Does not respect the 1v1. Now, will they be able to close it out? Not just yet. Yeah, they're just satisfied in taking Cars down.
They want more.
They want more.
They're pushing in.
Yep.
That's a structure. A free one.
Flicker.
The flicker as well. Oak here forced to use that flicker under the turret now. Take a look at Afro stunned. Trying to separate the fight here, but Afro goes down. Both roamers now out of the picture.
Oh my god. Moeza flickering in with full confidence. He knows that he's going to split the fight into two.
Yep.
So at least DEWA can deal with the other players. We know this by GoPay. Lunox becomes the second most picked hero for Octa from his debut season MPL ID Season 13 with 11 picks and a 72.70% win rate. And I do believe that I completely forget Lunox is an Octa power pick.
Yep.
Ever since last season, you were on the receiving end
Yes.
of his Lunox as well. So yeah, this is actually a power pick too for Octa.
Yep. And it also helps to shred out the front line of NAVI in this game. But actually, Octa, this game was kind of, shut down by Ukir and Afro in the mid lane. But DEWA, man, this season so good. They always find a way to bounce back and try to win the game. And here, maybe clearing faster than the Benedetta, and I think they're trying to look for fights now.
Yep.
This is going to be 5-4 for DEWA.
Brute Force breastplate completed for Kid. Itemizing like a Leomord. And if you take a look at the skin, it's not even horses, it's motorcycles. It's like Valentino Rossi against Marc Marquez.
Ooh.
In some way, in some fashion. And by the way, Dolan is 3-0. So this Suyo is A-okay.
Yep.
So far, farming the items, has the Malefic Roar as well. There's gonna be extra damage. Now the Lord will be very important. Will NAVI throw again yet another beautiful early game, Goni?
Dolan is level 14, right? So 2 levels above Andor. You mentioned them. Suyo just having a good time. He definitely is. This is why DEWA United, they're taking their time. They're not being too hasty.
Cars.
They're taking their dear time and just looking out for info. Like looking out for the, just their scouting, right? That's going to be a 1v1 though in the mid lane. Doesn't really commit it. All spells are up, so we expect big team fights here.
And they have the waves pushing for them as well. I mean, up top, it's going to be cleared by CV right now. It's going to push back, bounce back towards DEWA. Slow push, maintaining on bottom. It's going to shift on towards NAVI. So now it's all about just controlling the waves and buying time for this Lord. Androyu is pushed back. This Lord is too far. They're going to concede it.
Perfectly executed by DEWA United Esports, man. That's going to be a free one in NAVI. No compensation whatsoever.
Yeah, they get nothing.
They were so clean, man. They know the long lanes and the near lanes was gonna push them. The minions are going towards them, and they just force the Lord, which is a very, very good decision making once again for DEWA United Esports.
Oh,
1v1?
1v2.
1v2.
A little step there by Cars. Overstepping, and that's just a free kill for DEWA. No reason to while the Lord is up.
Yeah. Well, Cars thought it was going to be a 1v1. He's crying in the corner now. Well, now V. Slowly in this array, DEWA, all they need to do is not throw. That Lord's going to push. They're going to maintain the tri-lane push as well, Coach Do.
Yep. I think it's going to be a tri-lane push, but this is the first Lord, so there's still Holy Shield for the towers.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to destroy all the second-tier towers. But I think for DEWA, again, 2 fighters, it's kind of hard to siege, especially on the high ground. So I think it's gonna be. Oh, but the holy shield was top lane.
The Lord gets a charge right there, Gani.
That's a big one. That's going to be Navi with a stun. Now Navi, can they hold on? The structure in the top will be taken down as Navi is trying to hold on the mid lane turret. DEWA looking to shuffle resources. Two-man knockup. A big one. Down goes Dolan and Kin. This might be the window. This might be the breathing room that Navi needs.
Is it worth it though? Trading 2 kills for 2 turrets.
I think it's okay because they get both the inhibitor. Wait a minute.
They're overcommitting. DEWA United now looking for an angle. That's CD damage from up top. Take a look at Chive. Now almost burst it down. Maybe finds an angle. Octa taken down low though. Take a look at this Rhea jumping around now. This might be too much. But the damage from Maybe is enough to make him sustainable enough. But Weza isolated here.
Oh, Weza.
Patrick with the split now. Mounting one, but his death is inevitable. That's going to be now. Weza, what the heck? The damage from the Cursed Helmet and the Chastised Wall Drone will be enough to take Cars down.
What?
I did not expect that.
Weza! Insane! Patrick kills you, man.
That was questionable. Why was the Navi players was hitting cars while he was mounted? Oh my.
Patrick's stronger than Naruto, that's for sure.
That was kind of questionable, but again, I think back to what we were talking about, I think it's worth it because they got both the inhibitor turrets, so they don't need to like give prio to the lanes that turret has been destroyed.
Yeah.
So, but thankfully for Navi, the long lane turret is still intact, but maybe right now, I think it's unkillable, and his mechanics is very, very on point. He flickered out the Falling Star Moon, in which that it might kill him. So yeah, it's been very maybe on the flank.
Oh, the Lord!
It's gonna be blipped.
Done and dusted. DEWA get full control, and now Navi has to turtle up again. They have to hide again and wait for another round of base defense.
I think it's kind of hard for Navi now because DEWA, although they're playing 2 fighters, Navi is also playing 2 fighters. And the fighters in DEWA side is more scaling.
Yeah.
Freya, and also the mid lane, they have Lunox to shred out the Esme, and also the Leomord. And Kin just taking whatever ults he feels like in the team fight. As we can see, he kind of always gets the Leomord in the big team fight, but if he wants to initiate, he kind of took the lead, a very, very good tools also, and they were sieging into the high ground.
Yeah. Karsh is stunning. That wave is going to recall now. They're going to take down wave, rather, the turret down bottom, sorry. They're going to get the crystal.
Yeah, they want to close the series out. Let's see. Do they have enough firepower to do so? Navi holding on. They're alive here. They want to take the turret down. If they want to take the Lord down,
minions.
DEWA United will not have more minions. They will have a 1 lane in the mid lane though, crashing, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Navi still standing with 5 members, so enough power to clear definitely. DEWA not panic. They will just hit the reset button though.
DEWA is not able to crack the code as of yet. Navi with another stronghold again. I feel like on paper, the wave clear on this Navi side is not the best, not the high ground. But I mean, you do have cars surely.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, not really the best, Coach Doe. So how did they defend that?
I think it's because it's still just the second Lord. It's not the Luminous Lord, not the Enhanced Lord. So I think it's defendable. But yeah, now with no turrets for Navi, it's gonna be quite hard. I think they should just go an all-in team fight, you know, because it is gonna be a slow pain for Navi. This is gonna be a very, very slow pain.
It's one of those slow burn deaths, yeah.
Yep.
Slow burn games, Gani. Your favorite? Gonna be super slow and bending doom, I'd say. But for DEWA, obviously slip-ups might happen. What's gonna be the window for Navi then to kind of like prepare their comeback?
I think it comes down to Ukir and how he positioned himself in the team fight. Because, you know, Zuxin, especially within the new patch, if he gets the tanky boys, it kind of pack a punch, the Lantern Flare, especially the Slam. So if Ukir can free hit at the back, Lantern Flaring all of DEWA's players, I think it's gonna be like, you know, the comeback chance for Navi. But with those lot of dives in DEWA, I doubt it. But yeah, anything can happen. Shife finishing the Ice Queen one, so yeah, Ukir and Shive now has the Ice Queen one, you know, against 2 fighters, very good items, can just kite it out. But maybe, I think in the long lane, there's no answer for maybe.
Yep. Mind you that the Esmeralda hasn't died just yet. So at least that proves there is resilience. Trying to dodge the Lunok shred.
Yep.
But the Lord spawns, and again they will have prior on it. They're gonna entangle the players of Navi.
They want to collapse it. That's the flicker from Shiva. That's going to be the seed as well from Kin. Now trying to take the lead down. DEWA United here just slowly collapsing. Navi will reposition. Oh! Mars! Finds a shutdown, a big one. Afro loses immortality as Kin is able to zone out members of Navi. That's going to be Afro taken out.
Kin?
That's going to be 2 members off the board for DEWA United. No!
Oh!
Octa finds the execution. The burst damage is enough to take Cars down. And now DEWA United have equalizing members. Now let's see DEWA United. They want to find Andori. That's an immobilization here. Dolan not able to close the gap just yet. Here comes Ukir, intimidating members of DEWA United.
Well, that was a back and forth fight, but Navi still showing grit. They're still able to fight. They're still in this game. Moeza mounting.
Yeah, that's order. Pops, that's big info.
A lot of
Now
minions
one
there, a lot.
members.
The minions.
Take a look at the minions here in favor of DEWA United. They can't prolong this. Let's see Cars up in 3. That's going to be Moeza now. Oh!
Wow!
Damage from Octa! Finds the angle to take Seed down. That's going to be a trade though. Seed pops maybe very low. Flicks out of danger. And Doryu wants a kill! By mortality bought in time. Down goes Ukir. And take a look at Ken doing insanity work on tours on Doryu.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, 4 members on the board. Cars find a saving grace kill, but will it be enough with 20 seconds and more? 15 for
Cars.
That's going to be Weza finding a trade there as Cars is able to take him out. But I don't think he has enough to clear the wave. That's an immunity, terrifying.
It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, DEWA United finding the cleanest sweep yet again in a week 2, day number 1.
What a game! But DEWA United again. Methodical approach. Fundamental checkbox.
Yep.
So take a look at the anak DEWAs right there, taunting the Navi Nation. Beautiful 2-0. What a game that was.
Again, man, it's so satisfying to see DEWA how they play with their numbers advantage. I think we're gonna see it on the highlights. They just collapse on Navi, although Navi has the gold lead. I think almost all the games before turnaround, Navi was leading. They were comfortable, but DEWA, man, they got their window. When Cars was showing down bot, they just collapsed. 5v4. Amazing decision making.
Wow. I don't even know who my MVP is in that game. But I would give a shout out to Moeza. This guy was running rings around the players of Navi. Kin might also deserve it. Octa with the burst damage. That was a hard game for Maybe, and he still was able to pull it into the last stretch. And for Dolan, he was completely bullied in the early game. Level 3 before I am Doryu. Stolen crabs, stolen green caps. And in the end, he stood valiantly with so many kills, and this was the last moment. Bewitching the eyes of Cars.
I mean, here is always a very long fight. Yeah, it's a very long fight. It's just back and forth, you know. But DEWA has the minions up on their sleeves. They have the 6-man, the minions, pressuring Navi, so Navi cannot do all-in team fights because somebody needs to defend the base. And here Cars did everything that he could to defend, getting double kills and everything. But yeah.
Wow. And now on the stage are the DEWA United players with... Man, that's an insane guitar solo.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm playing one of those guitar games back in when I was 7, 8.
You're old.
Huh?
You're old.
I'm not old.
You're old.
No, you're like...
Realize is the oldest English caster in United.
Shut up, you're 42. You're 48.
Wow.
But for DEWA, that was a sweet win. 2-0. We thought it was going to go the extra mile to game number 3.
Yep.
because of how Navi were playing that early game. But my oh my again, still the same mistakes, Coach Do. Good early game. Can't close it out.
Yep. Are you convinced, Goni?
Now,
Or DEWA?
now I'm more convinced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. You know what? I think they're one of the teams to look out for this season. Definitely.
But we need a sure DEWA win against a big team. Against Megatron, it was a win, but again, it's like the MDL team. You know, they were experimenting on different things.
Yeah.
And I think we do need to see them up against a big team. But yeah, we're all convinced how DEWA finally flourished. And if we take a look at the standings later, at the end of the day, it'll be very interesting to see teams all around.
Again, these are the highlights, you know. They now be controlling the early game, but oh my. DEWA's macro play was amazing. At some point, Kin was, you know, he's ignoring his bottom lane. So because he knew that Cars was gonna stay, and then he just collapsed onto the Navi players in the mid lane, which is it needs a very high awareness, you know, to pull out of the kind of play. And this is the MVP presented by Official Gaming Phone in Phoenix, Mr. Mueza, Mr. Glue, 2 games Glue, right?
Man, I wish I could see a replay of that 1v3. With the glue, that was crazy good coming in from him. But aside from just buying time and being such a pest to deal with, what else did you see in this game with the glue, Espoeza?
I mean, it was a very good 1v1 duel Kin against Cars. Finally, here, a very good fight for Navi, you know, making Maybe and Kin step too far ahead. But early game, Navi, you know, a very good early game as usual. But DEWA, this here, see, look at bottom lane, Cars still clearing the lane, but DEWA decided to just fight, and that's the turning point of this game. And after that, DEWA just control the entire flow of the match. You know, doesn't give Navi like a chance to retaliate, and yeah, they just keep on fighting 4v5. They're playing like the numbers advantage very well, and that's why it suits me, you know, as a coach, like as an ex-coach, playing numbers advantage 5v4s. 4v3s, you know, it's just satisfying to watch, man.
Yeah.
And here, why would you hit, man? Come on, man.
That was kind of on Navi.
That was kind of troll, actually.
Low key, yeah.
Low key. And here, DEWA kind of overstepped, but you know, when your lanes are pushed, it's hard for you to take on like a 5v5 team fight.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to always defend the base. Here, Khalid. Next, the Benedetta. You know, they need to take turns to defend the wave. And it's a very clean. Cars already did what he can. We're securing double kill, but yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah, this Benedetta almost defended the base. But again, when you are chain CC'd with no chance to pop your anti-CC, the eye for an eye as well, yeah, it's basically done. So yeah, 2-0, DEWA United convincing performance as well.
Yep.
A rather quick day today, especially considering how Onyx was also the 2-0. But DEWA, man, we have to look out for this team. Mueza said to the Anak DEWA, so the DEWA fans, don't be over the top just yet. Be humble. We'll try to be consistent to get to the playoffs and be better. But now, let's talk backstage with our side reporter, Alyssa.
Poin kemenangan di hari yang pertama, week yang kedua akhirnya didapatkan
Another
oleh DEWA
victory
dengan 2-0. Hai,
in week 2, day 1. Coach Wright,
Congratulations first of all.
congratulations.
Are you satisfied with the result?
Ya, satisfied juga.
Satisfied juga ya.
Very
Tapi Coach
satisfied.
Alisa sebenarnya pengen nanya nih, kalau kita ngelihat sedikit
really
ke
wanna ask.
history dari Coach Wright sendiri
we're
dan
talking about
juga
the
Coach
history of
Why
Coach
Not,
Wright.
kalian kan sama-sama datang dari Philippines. Yang satu dari MDL, satu
Guys,
dari MPL. Sebenarnya
came
kalau
from the
Coach
Philippines.
sendiri ngelihat sosok Why Not ini
You
seperti
and
apa sih?
Coach Why
Seperti
Not came
teacher
from the
kah,
Philippines.
mentor kah, atau seperti apa?
What do you
Saya
do?
kelihatan
You guys-
dia as
What do you
idol
do, Coach Why
karena
Not?
yang
As an
waktu
idol.
gua Onyx
As a coach,
juga
you
dia
said as an idol.
Onyx MPL PA kan. Terus gua di MDL. Selalu kami
So I was in
screen
the
lagi.
MPL,
Terus
he was in the MPL.
yang waktu itu mereka yang champion. Terus yang
They were the
waktu ikut
champions
gua
of
di MPL kami watch them already gitu. So we can get strategy or opportunity.
Always watch them just so we can get strategy.
Jadi sebagai sosok idola ya, karena dapat strategi juga dan dapat inspirasi juga nih untuk apa yang bisa diterapkan juga dengan
So yeah, as an
Coach
idol,
Rai di
he
MPL.
views Coach
Tapi kalau
Ryan as
kita
an idol.
ngomongin soal gameplay tadi nih, ada yang menarik sekali.
talking about the gameplay. There's
Valentina
there's some
EXP lane.
Valentina in the XP lane.
Apa ya, gimana yang Valentina
Yes,
XP?
gimana itu?
Yang Valentina XP itu masih tergantung.
It's really-
bisa mid lane, bisa
It's still very
XP.
flexible. Can be mid lane, can be XP.
Bisa roamer juga. Banyak
Can-
yang
honestly, can be
menurut
roamer.
saya yang Valentinanya banyak bisa roamer XP and mid lane juga. Yang tadi kami kelihatan Valentina bisa XP gitu karena mereka pakai
We
XP
think
kan.
that it is
Terus
definitely
ada
was
opening, bisa pakai Lunox gitu.
playable in the
bagus
XP.
juga. That's why we go to
because we know
Valentina.
Octa can play
Oke,
Lunox.
jadi itu alasannya ya, dan mungkin strategi ini bisa kalian coba-coba
And it's
juga ya,
just
karena ini menarik sekali.
very,
Tapi kalau
very
kita
good
ngomongin
in the
soal
XP lane now.
strategi dan performa Dewa sendiri, kita tahu bahwa di Scrim Dewa bermain luar biasa
As
dan
we all know,
banyak
the
orang yang
Screams,
menjagokan
Dewa
Dewa
United
sebagai
is
dark horse. What do you
Very,
think
very
about
good.
this,
That's why
Coach?
people are talking about
Nggak
you guys
tahu
are the
sih,
dark horse.
tiba-tiba mereka bilang
Coach
Dewa
Ryan
kuda
says-
hitam, tapi
Yeah, I don't know
menurut
why
saya
people
itu
are
bohong
saying that we are the
Oh,
dark
bohong
horse.
doang.
Mereka bilang kuda hitam karena kami mau coba-coba hero lain gitu.
They're saying that we're the dark horse
That's
because
why
we
they
are
say,
willing to
ini,
try
dark
other
horse
heroes,
karena banyak
other picks.
strategi gitu.
A lot of
Oke,
strategies.
Jadi menurut coach sendiri bukan kuda hitam nih, tapi kuda kuning coach.
So you
mungkin.
think you don't
Kayak rambut gua.
Kayak rambut
You
coach
don't view
ya.
it as a
Oke,
dark
menarik
horse,
sekali
but
ya,
a
tapi ini
yellow
memang
horse
performanya
'cause
Dewa
of
semakin lama semakin
the hairstyle.
dapat harus diperhitungkan juga. Tapi kalau misalkan kita ngelihat kontender dari Dewa sendiri, apalagi esok hari akan
See
match
the
ketemu dengan tim
contenders,
Liquid
especially
Indonesia
tomorrow's
yang di season
matches.
kali ini juga sama-sama menyandang gelar dark horse. Ada persiapan khusus
People
nggak,
are
Coach?
saying that
Gak ada sih, sama aja kayak yang tadi.
other teams are also the teams that
Menurut
will
saya
face
yang
tomorrow
draft
will
aja
be a dark
juga,
horse.
Karena mereka,
Not really
mereka
said
banyak yang hero
all
lain
teams are
juga.
the same.
Terus Team Liquid,
Team
yang
Liquid,
dari kuda hitam menurut gua.
Oh,
the
justru Team
real.
Liquid yang menurut
Coach
Red adalah
Wright
kuda
said
hitamnya.
the real dark
Oh,
horse
oke, let's
is
see. Tapi
Team
kalau
Liquid.
misalkan minggu depan ya akan ketemu Onyx juga nih,
Next
Coach.
week you guys
Kalau
are going
Onyx
to
sendiri
face
gimana
Onyx.
di mata Coach
What
Rai
do
nih?
you have to say
Kalau
about that?
Onyx itu bukan
Onyx-
kuda hitam, itu apa?
Onyx-
Benar kuat.
Oh, emang udah
Definitely
benar-benar
are
punya
not
ya?
dark horse.
Um,
They're
apa
just
ya,
strong.
Kami lebih fokus juga
We
di strategi lain
more
itu
focus
untuk
on
persiapan lawan Onyx gitu.
We
bisa
have
menang
a
juga.
special
Semoga bisa menang
strategy.
juga ya.
We have a
Semoga
special
winning streak
preparation
ini
going up
nggak
against
putus
Onyx.
juga ya Coach ya. Ada pesan-pesan gak nih untuk para
Any
anak
messages?
Dewa yang dukung, para super fans?
To the
Ada
super
yang mau
fans,
Yang anak-anak
anak
Dewa,
Dewas.
makasih banyak
Thank you
for
so much
always
for that.
supporting us.
Dewas,
Then
for supporting
let's see us tomorrow lagi.
Let's see us tomorrow.
us
We'll do
tomorrow.
better and greater. Pastinya harapan terbaik ya Coach buat besok. Hope for
Best
the best
wishes
tomorrow. Kita akan lihat
for you,
ada
Coach.
surprise apa yang ditampilkan oleh Dewa keesokan harinya.
Let's
So,
see what
Booster, silakan
Dewa
take it
United
over.
will bring tomorrow. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
What is it with Filipino players or coaches getting to Indonesia and in the span of 1 week, 2 weeks, they speak like a local. They know the language quickly.
Yep.
They learn quick.
Technically for Coach Wright, he had time, but yeah, I think the Filipinos are almost all the Filipinos who spent a season. They're practically Indonesians.
Do you think Severo is now fluent in
I
Tagalog?
believe I may give him maybe 5, 6.
Probably.
All I know to say is sarap.
If you wanna be generous, give him the season.
A season. Sobrang sarap.
What does that mean?
Very good.
And here.
That's very delicious, by the way. I can't speak Tagalog. All right, continue.
So yeah, yes. 19 minutes game, 29 kills overall, 13-16. It's not as crazy as match number 1.
Yep.
But yeah, I think at that last team fight, Navi has a chance because Ukir was untouched. Kin was trying to, target Ukir, but, as me, myself, an Ice Queen merchant, Ice Queen is a very good item, especially against 2 fighters, can easily kite out those 2 fighters. So, and also the Esmeralda built the Ice Queen 1-2. So yeah, I think overall it's a very good fight. Both of them, Navi controlling the early game, but DEWA very, very explosive in the mid to the late game.
Yeah, super explosive, super good as well. Emblems, what do you want to highlight from here, Coach Joe? Anything you want to say?
I think it's just normal. I think if you want to try out Valentina XP in your ranked games, I think this is the emblem that you should pick because it's a very good, because you're kind of built tanky. But please, if you want to play Valentina XP, don't build damage. Build tanks, okay guys? If you want to try it out, build tanks and use Kin's emblem because it's very good. Early game damage, tick, and also very sustainable in fights.
Yeah, feels like a fever dream seeing Master Assassin on Valentina. You'd usually see it, yeah, sure, with the Inspire, and then maybe like a Mage emblem, like a Mage talent, excuse me. So now, yeah, 16, 13, 19-minute game. Obviously, we talked about how Navi was dominating the early game. They were able to get the kills. And I thought that there was nothing that would be able to stop Andoryu and Sive, but then I forgot. Yeah, Octa with the Lunox. It is his strong pick.
Yep.
It is also a shredder towards the Esmeralda. A classic counter, you would say. So yeah, it was in the bag for them. It was done.
And I want to shout out to Dolin too. He plays very well this series, especially. I mean, we've talking about Kin, how good he is, maybe how good he is. Muezda and Octa, how good he is, but Dolin, man.
Yeah, Dolin.
He's doing his job, man. He's doing his job. He's a rookie once again. Is he loaned? He's loaned from BTR, right? So
yeah.
Mirko's GOAT. Mirko's GOAT.
Everybody.
And he's, I think, is a very smart player. By the way, he paths, his targeting and everything.